Spy. North. Another telling sign was the release. The main month where movie studios dump the films no one cares about because the season is right around the corner. The comedy is bad. They repeat jokes multiple times. 90% of Earl's dialogue is race humor. We're supposed to like Earl because it's Martin Lawrence. Man, there is no black actor that could make this role work. And listen, I don't blame Martin. The 2000s were not kind to him. I'm not sure exactly when his demons got the best of him, but it feels like after Bad Boys 2, he just checked out and did what he had to for money. Yeah, this movie is bad, and I truly believe it's Martin's worst movie. Just because his character is so ignorant, and that's the nice way of saying it. If y'all disagree, you're always free to let me know. I'll be back next week with a movie. Y'all stay frosty, I'm out.
That movie was always weird as hell. It's not good. Bruh. Early 2000s must have been insane. That initial turnaround of the century. Fucking snowy.
Man, this dude is off the chain.
The world of black superheroes is crazy. They've got a cool factor that couldn't be duplicated with other people. Just have powers in the mix. Villain can't. We gotta do a role. I don't know about Blade. Newcomer on Ice on.
That guy.
Released in the new millennium, up and away, original movie from the brain of Robert Townsend, who needs no introduction, this not being his first go around as a superhero, as in 1993, Townsend released his own self-produced superhero joint, Meteor Man.
That shit is fucking trash.
I'm not ashamed to say that I loved Up and Away as a kid. Disney around this time period couldn't miss, and despite how cheesy their original movies were, they left you feeling satisfied by the time it ended. And I'm talking deep south mac and cheese, giving you the bubble guts type of cheesy. Can Up and Away reignite that feeling in 2023? Let's find out.
And now, our feature presentation.
I remember watching this shit a few times. Like,
We open to early 2000s white girl and NSYNC backup dancer plotting something devious. This is Nina and Malcolm. Malcolm, played by Kevin Connolly, who'll go on to do Entourage and direct that terrible Gotti movie.
That shit is fucking trash.
Cut to Bro with Glasses Hall of Famer Michael J. Pagan playing Scott Marshall. This is actually his third appearance on the channel, so check out my other videos starring him. Scott is the only one in his family that doesn't have superpowers, which by this movie's logic are supposed to manifest before your 16th birthday. What kind of logic is that?
I don't know.
This is just one reason amongst a huge list of why this plot makes zero sense. His family consists of his father, Jim / Bronze Eagle, played by Townsend, his mother Judy / Warrior Woman, played by not Angela Bassett, his brother Adam / Overcharge, played by some guy, and his little sister Molly, played by some girl. Their powers vary from super strength to flying to X-ray vision. They're pretty OP, which makes them look dumber when they get caught later on. Apparently, Overcharge can not only use electricity to erase memories, but he can run at the speed of light.
Why?
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's never going to come up again, because you know, the movie couldn't happen. We get introduced to comic relief best friend, Randy.
Randy!
And I swear I've seen this dude before, but I couldn't remember where. So I looked it up, and it's that one dickhead from Freddy vs. Jason. That movie was hot. Randy brings them food wrapped in aluminum foil, which is their only weakness. Here's a long list of things that are made from aluminum. From what I understand, y'all motherfuckers can't be within 2 feet of this stuff because
aluminum foil is the one thing that screws up our molecular structure. Too much of it can kill us.
keep this in mind later on. So Nina and Malcolm are developing this mind control software so they can hypnotize kids to save the environment.
It's time for you to take control. Listen very carefully.
He got the dick all in his mouth. Look. Shaboing boing. Get the dick out your mouth, dumb.
Well, what should we teach him first? Recycling, composting, love of tofu.
You guys ain't cool. You're lame.
At least Malcolm has intentions of trying to make money off this. He tries to rob a bank, but it goes south, leading to Bronze Eagle and Warrior Woman to break it up. This is the only action scene we get the entire movie, and it's played for slapstick. They're even nice enough to go over it again minutes later. Ew, look at that render! And what? Warrior Women? Editor, you had one job. One job, my guy. Like shit. Especially, man, they did him dirty. Man's rocking a Party City discount special. Y'all couldn't spend 30 minutes getting this joint tapered? No one else's costumes look like this. That's foul. The designs themselves aren't bad though. And with a better budget, these could look. In the meantime, Scott begins to realize that his powers may never come. Instead of sucking it up and telling his dad the truth, he rigs the back door so he can pretend he has super strength. And these dumbasses believe it. Well, the granddad doesn't. Still Condor, played by the late, great Sherman Hemsley. He tries to convince Scott how stupid of an idea this is, but Scott promises to tell his dad after his superhero inauguration party. Shout out grandparents, man. They're always looking out. Malcolm is getting tired of Nina's preachy ass. I'm right there with you. He devises a plan to lure in the Marshall family and hypnotize them for bad guy purposes. His first plan is for Nina to plant a tracking device on Bronze Eagle. How is she going to do that?
Win-win situation.
This is the only cool thing he does the entire movie. Here's a small golf clap. News of the burning building interrupts Scott's birthday party with the other various superheroes. Overcharge suggests, let me take care of it. I can literally be there and back within a millisecond. And Bronze Eagle is just, I don't know. Nigga, what are you shrugging for? You're making a problem out of nothing.
Why not let the boy do it? I mean, a woman in a burning building, that's superheroing 101.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
And that's superheroing 101. You got a point there, Reach.
No, he don't. Let me get this straight. You're going to send your untrained, untested, still in middle school, aged son into a deadly scenario by himself. Why doesn't Bronze Eagle tag team with his son? Hey, let your old man show you the rules. No, send him by himself. You're a terrible parent. So when Scott gets there, the firemen are doing jack squat. Don't even have the fire hose going. Scott plays Ring Around the Rosie and dips into the building, and they don't go after him. Y'all the worst firemen in history. Scott gets the brilliant idea to lower a full-grown adult down from a burning building with a fire hose. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Does it? You are grounded for 2 weeks. You got that?
You gonna cry in the car.
By the way, that tracking device, never mentioned again. Since all of their goofy ass schemes have failed up to this point, how do the bad guys lure in our heroes? Through emergency pagers. which I assume is open to the public in case of said emergencies. And it begs the question, why didn't Malcolm do this first? But wait, there's more. Once our heroes arrive, they blindly walk into a cage of aluminum foil.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
Randy's food, wrapped in just a tiny bit of foil, was so toxic that they dug a hole in the ground. But a 10-foot cage of this stuff doesn't trigger one alarm in their body. To top it off, they managed to get all 3 of them tied up with no resistance. These are the worst black superheroes seen. Scott caught Nina getting into the Earth Protector van and calls home to let his dad know what's going on.
I miss these camera styles so much,
Grandpa
though.
answers, saying he'll make his way over.
Well, we better call somebody. The Fantastic Four, a Superman.
Oh my God! You think Superman can do a better job than me? Do you know who I am? Ah! Ah! I'm still Condor! Condor! Condor!
God bless Sherman Hemsley. The kids get there, and instead of taking Randy's suggestion of calling the police, this turns into some half-assed Home Alone. And I need to pretend that the same grown adults who just caught 3 of the world's most powerful superheroes can't handle 3 kids. Fuck this movie. Scott does some David Beckham shit and saves his parents. Hey, I guess you don't need powers to be a superhero after all.
Oh, shit!
I'm here to save the day.
You're late.
I knew I should have taken a cab.
Man, what else can I say? This is garbage. The characters make illogical decisions, the plot is inconsistent, and making a group of IT eco warriors your main villains is retarded. Anyone telling you to ease up because it's a kids movie, that excuse doesn't even apply here. Like I said earlier, Disney has plenty of original movies I would rather watch than this. I'm sure a lot of those haven't aged well either, but Robert Townsend caught a major L with this. Now, Townsend didn't even write this movie, but it feels like he did. It's not a good thing. Scott plays soccer, showing hints of athleticism. Why not get him martial arts training and a few gadgets? There's plenty of superheroes who don't have powers and get by strictly on physical fitness and tactical decisions because they don't have powers as a crutch. Up and Away is a movie whose heart was in the right place, only to suffer cardiac arrest and die on the spot. Not a recommend. Y'all stay frosty. I'm out.
Oh, bad writing. Bad scripts. The actors really aren't terrible. Hey, dude. But, yeah. Bro, anybody else got virtual DJ? Anybody else that DJs that doesn't use Serato? Because they're not normie fucks. What OS you run on? They just hold me. They told me to update. Oh, this is one of the ones I want to watch too. I remember this movie, Mac and Devin Go to High School. This was a weird movie. This shit was not good. Even if it was trying not to be a good movie. You know what I mean? Like, that's just yeah. Not good. Muy bien.
This dude is off the chain.
I have movie Mac and Devin Go to High School. Released in 2012, it stars Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg. which is probably the biggest disappointment. Back in my high school days, Wiz was easily the most popular rapper around 2009, 2010. His laid-back, weed-smoking persona had every teenager banging his music on repeat. Now, I was never the biggest Wiz fan. I like Snoop Dogg though. Fuck! I'll always remember this one stoner white kid in my art class said, "Mac and Devin is hilarious, dude. It's so funny." And I was thinking about watching the movie. Then he said, Wiz Khalifa is like the best rapper because he talks about weed. I shouldn't have to explain the idiocracy of that statement. Fast forward to around 2017, I'm blazed. Boy, was that a mistake. I made it around 20 minutes into the movie and checked out. Like, I just remember thinking, what the hell is this? And from that point, I didn't finish the movie. Until now. It begins with Mystical playing a talking joint named Slow Burn.
Huh?
He periodically jumps in and rambles about something related to or what's happening in the movie. This thing is horrifying. It really begins in Hill High School. Real cute. Devin is a nerd. You can tell he's a nerd because he's wearing slacks. Mac is 15 years past his graduation year, still showing up every day like it's normal. Mac has this girl help him break into the assistant principal's office to get his giant joint back. This is the kind of comedy you should expect when watching this movie.
Just put it in your mouth, baby.
I can't fit it all in my mouth.
Yo, that dude is crazy.
Hey look, it's Far East Movement. Remember them? I don't. Mac gets busted by the assistant principal, a nerdy white guy named Principal Skinflute.
That's not funny!
He's about to expel Mac. Expel? Yeah, class. Like, this a grown-ass man, bro. Kick him out. But Mac is...
Honestly, Far East Movement was kind of crazy. Them niggas, there was like a dance group, I think. The niggas danced and like made like EDM kind of type music.
By Linnell playing...
Yes, Principal Cummings.
By this point, I'm already sick of the movie. Then we meet Mrs. Huck, who's Mac's love interest. And that is the freshest white tee I have ever seen. Apparently Devin is the valedictorian, trying to come up with a decent speech. His girlfriend is one of those annoying preppy chicks.
Just think how amazing it'll be when we're engaged and we have matching diplomas on the wall. It'll be so fabulous.
Now we get to the story. It's time for senior projects. Devin, the smart and ambitious guy, gets partnered with Mac, the lazy and stoner guy.
What?
Wiz's acting is so funny. Like, it's not bad. I just find it funny for some reason.
What?
After class, Devin tries talking to Mac, but Mac ain't trying to hear nothing. Devin then gets confronted by Mahatma Chang Greenberg. Did I pronounce that right?
That's Mahatma Chang Greenberg to you.
He argues with Devin about being valedictorian. I don't know why he's dressed like this. I gotta fire him up. You look like a twink Shawn Mendes who just heard Lil Xan for the first time.
Got him!
Mac openly hands a dime bag to my man at the desk. He does that a lot. In fact, he does it a minute later, trying to bag Mrs. Huck. She says, "I don't date students. Graduate, then we can go out." So now Mac has incentive for passing his class. Mac finds Devin at the Marley Learning Center. Just walks in smoking, nobody cares, except for the librarian who goes, "You can't smoke that in here, young man." And he says, "Well, I can't stop smoking because I got an addiction and I'm addicted to banging old ladies."
Huh?
Oh, you don't believe me?
I'm addicted to Granny Punani.
I'm dropping dick off. I'm dropping dick off.
Bro, I don't even remember that part in the movie, bro. I don't even remember that part. Why? Who wrote that line?
Agree to work together, even though Mac is gonna do no actual work.
What's up, Super Freak?
Sorry, man. I just get low on blood sugar.
Devin gets robbed by a vending machine, so Mac gives him half a pop brownie. Now Devin is tripping out, man. This is how you can tell people who've never smoked the weed wrote this. That's not how marijuana works. Short version, you're not gonna see demons and flying colors. If you are, then you're smoking crystal meth or something. Also, if Devin's first time getting high was off an edible, he was not leaving that floor. It's just head scratching, cause you would think Wiz and Snoop would know better. Mac and Devin hang out, smoking all day, watching this TV show called Captain Kush, where Affion Crockett teaches you about different types of weed.
What?
Two things. One, more padding. Two, who is this for? Anyone watching this smokes. We already know this. And why is Affion wearing that? What grown man is gonna find this entertaining? Like, it's so weird. YG and Tyga have cameos. Y'all couldn't find a character for them to play? Make them the bullies or Mac's brothers or something. Like, they already here. Andy Milonakis is here hanging out in the bathroom. He's in a wheelchair. I guess he didn't feel like standing up. Mac goes to the teacher, Mike Epps, and trades him a little green for the final exam answers. He didn't give Mac a couple sheets of paper, an envelope, or a flash drive. No, he gives him a whole binder labeled math exam answers. Devin brings his science equipment over and conducts experiments while Mac does nothing. Devin is making an alternate energy source. What ingredients does he use? I don't know. How does it work? Well, let Devin explain.
X equals the square root of C cubed minus 2x. Then the catalytic ingredient should yield a brand new energy source. If I plug the lamp into there, this is what we'll get.
Huh? Devin can't finish the recipe until he finds the catalytic secret ingredient. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is yet, but take a wild guess. Mac has a few people over to have a smoking competition. Ty Dolla $ign and his amazing eyes make a cameo from. No idea who this is. He might be a dancer or an internet personality from that time period, but I don't care to look his name up. They all do CGI smoke tricks. It's especially annoying when you can see the real smoke behind the CGI smoke. Like, bro, he's not even hitting the blunt. At least make it look real.
What is she? She tooted and booty.
I'm done. Yeah, like bro. Bro.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Okay, let's finish this garbage. So, in exchange for helping him pass, Mac will teach Devin how to be cool. Get smoking more than a chimney. They go to a dentist. I thought they were getting grills or diamonds, but they just in here sucking up oxygen. Ashley finds Devin. Oh my god, where have you been? You have tattoos? Let's go. We're leaving right now. Mac just goes,
Yo, the biatch was like, what? And I was like, later on.
And Devin agrees with him. Mac takes Devin to this shady back alley massage parlor to get some cheeks. Devin does his thing, but it's not his first time getting cheeks.
Ashley's like saving herself for marriage, so I only get the finger in the ass.
Nigga, what?
Man, when I tell you Wiz is the best part of this movie. They in jail. Devin goes, Mac, you suck. You ruined my life. I mean, he's not wrong, but he also openly took life advice from a mid-30s high school burnout. So who's the real idiot here? Ashley bails Devin out. Mac gets bailed out by the dentist chick and a random thought. He lights a blunt up. Ash is in the experiment and
What?
Devin is presenting his experiment when Mac walks in and drops a giant nug in there, supercharging the mixture. Oh look, it's Mahatma Chang Greenberg.
Mahatma Chang Greenberg.
Where's he been the whole movie? Mac goes to take his final exam. The assistant principal walks in, immediately accusing Mac of sneakily getting the answers for the final, which Mac did, but he has no evidence to back this up. So he tells Mac in order to pass, he must solve this one math equation. Mike Epps just tells him the answer, which is y.
Why?
Why?
And because you've made my life hell with your marijuana-related hijinks.
Has he though? This dude is barely in the movie, so I haven't seen it. Better yet, why does Mac get the luxury of solving one problem when everybody else gotta take the test? It's graduation and Devin is the valedictorian. I guess the whole subplot with Mahatma Chang Greenberg went nowhere.
Mahatma Chang Greenberg.
Matter of fact, what's up with this Mac for President poster? That's never brought up. Then he looks at Mac, remembering all the good times they had over like the last week. I don't know. They don't give you a time frame here. Then we jump into a musical number. Some geeks start dancing. Mac and Devin rap. Happy ending.
And speaking of Mac and Devin, ain't no telling what they gonna get into next.
Sequel.
Ha! Not in this lifetime, buddy. Safe to say, my opinion has not changed.
Brothers. This like got 7 minutes on the video. I don't remember when this shit came out. I think I was probably like 12 or some shit, 13 maybe. It was still ass. Like, what the fuck?
And I'd like to really apologize to How High 2 for being so harsh. Mac and Devin, I can't even call this a movie. The plot is so paper thin. If you try to dissect it, you'll tear the script. The jokes written by teenage boys. And if there was one word that'll describe this movie, it's unoriginal. Whether it's Cheech and Chong, How High, or every teen comedy from the 90s and early 2000s, we've seen it done better. Snoop and Wiz have story credits, but all that means is they had the idea. They didn't write the script. The movie isn't that long either. Without end credits, it barely scrapes an hour. And if you take out the slow burn segments and the other nonsense like Captain music video, movie is about 45-50 minutes max. They had nothing. 50 Cent did this 3 years beforehand, better with less resources. Speaking of which, the Mac and Devin soundtrack is straight fire, which it should be. Definitely check that out if you haven't. All I can say is, this is one of the worst stoner movies of all time, and it hurts me to say that. Anyway, I'm out of here. This DVD is going right in the trash. Y'all be safe out there. Stay frosty. To being critical of movies, you should expect backlash. Man, you just a hater. This movie.
Okay. Alright. Well, I don't know, like, I feel like stoner movies were cooler before shit was legalized to a T. Like, it just felt different. It's not, I mean, ever since then, I think the last stoner movie was what really, the How High 2 shit with this nigga. But that whole concept kind of dead. You need to be 14 and high. Yeah, bruh. Yeah. We'll be watching. Niggas got movies. Niggas got informative videos. I'm about to put on another one of these. Okay. This nigga is editing is addictive. Should I make a beat? Maybe. Maybe I should. Maybe I should be watching more videos too. Decisions.
Released in Released in 2006, Killer Season is a love me a good gangster flick. These days, the genre is pretty much dead, so it's good to know that we still have the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s to look back on and get lost in the world of drugs, voluptuous women, and hardcore violence. It does annoy me to hear people look down on gangster movies because they glamorize criminals, but they'll go watch Michael Myers stab people for an hour and a half. Yeah, I ain't going for that. But in some cases, they are right. This is one of those cases. Released in 2006, Killer Season is a straight-to-bootleg hood movie, written, starring, and most likely directed by Harlem rap legend Cameron Giles, also known as Cam'ron, a man who needs no introduction. In the move from the Master P playbook, he paired this movie with an album release of the same name. And the question we tend to ask on these kind of videos is, does it still hold up today? No, absolutely not. I ain't gonna front with y'all. This isn't a good movie. It's not a bad movie either, but as always, I'll leave that up to you to decide. We open up the Cam'ron's character Flea shooting dice with the homies.
That's my partner, Bandana. That's Anton. That's T-Rel. And that's my man Hell.
That's crazy!
Flea cracks a bottle over this dude's head for stiffing him over some money, then proceeds to go full R. Kelly. The following intro shows Flea talking about growing up and his high school basketball career at the Manhattan Center for Science and Mathematics. He was a pretty good player, and rapper Mace was one of his teammates.
Boy, you look like a motherfucking nut!
Flea misses a championship game-winning shot, and everyone labels him a bum. Tells you. The real story is that Cam continued to play basketball from that point on, but the streets got a hold of fast money he can make from dealing drugs, and rap music sounded a bit more lucrative than spending the next 5 to 6 on a potential NBA career. There's a whole article detailing Cam's short ball career, and I'll link it in the description. We see Flea, you know what? Screw it. I'm calling him Cam'ron. It's just Cam'ron. Cam'ron deals to a couple staff members, and we meet his homegirl / love interest, Shanae. Calling her rest is this is barely in the movie.
Everything all right? Yeah, chillin'. A long day, man. Mind if I like this? Yeah, do you.
Hold it. Run that back.
Zoom in right here on this spot.
Looking past blunt, bro. That's how you living?
What is that?
Cam goes to re-up from his plug, Gordo, who tries to convince Cam to sell dope. Cam ain't really feeling it, so he's speed. But Gordo gives him a sack anyway in case he changes his mind. His uncle on the block tells Cam that he can make some big money slinging dope. So the next day, Cam checks out the smack in action on a base hit.
Hey, yo. Damn, that nigga fucked up.
Cam'ron is chilling with the homies, one of whom is Hell Rel, and he breaks down the math on why he should hop into the dope game.
Y'all niggas is fucking playing games. The way this shit go is you supposed to fucking go to high school, go to college, get out of college, make $30,000. After that, they gonna take taxes. After taxes, you down to $20,000. You gotta get 10% of that for your student loans that you've been going to fucking school paying for. Now you down to fucking $12,000 a year. Your rent is fucking $500 a month. Now you down to fucking $5,000 a year. You gotta eat. How you gonna get fresh?
This leads to Cam setting up shop around the neighborhood, linking up with the Africans and the Hispanics. In an effort to hold down the corner store he traps in front of, Cam helps the Rican homie get control of it from his uncle. Not Cam's uncle, the Ricans. Speaking of which, we never see him again. Cam's uncle, not the Ricans.
Yo, fuck you, Habibi. Taking this fucking bread, nigga.
At least he didn't call him Apu. So Cam leaves the uncle outside,
racially motivated.
He's on immediately, and then Cam has these two wise he hired to bring the body back in the store. and one of them falls over trying to pick him up. Also, why not just kill him in the store? The nephew was taking over, right? He can just wipe the cameras. Whatever. Now we get a montage of the team getting money, breaking down the work, and they trapping. Decide to put stamps on their packs, so when the feds come looking for you, they know exactly who to question.
Idiot!
We spent a couple of scenes with Hell-Rell putting in work of his own. He runs into a cop at the corner store, and here's an issue I have. The movie has a problem choosing who and who not to introduce as characters. People just walk into the scene with no explanation or build-up. At the same time, they might show up later for a scene or two. This cop is a recurring character named Raul, but you don't even learn his name until the movie is damn near over. Another thing that bothers me, Hell-Rell. Who is Hell-Rell? What's his connection to Cameron? How did they meet? How did they link up? Where did he get the name Hell-Rell from?
And that's my man Hell. Cause that's exactly what he been through. In and out of jail since he was 14, he just didn't give a fuck.
Okay. We get no information or background about any of Cameron's crew. The best friend character has to be one of the more underrated aspects of gangster movies. It gives our main character someone to confide in, someone to take that ride to the top with. Maybe their ideals and morals conflict at some point, creating tension that'll tear things apart down the road. But we don't do that here. I'll chalk this one to Cam's lack of experience in something other than raps, but this is basic storytelling essentials. Next we meet Rich, who's dating Shanae. Cam don't really like him. Don't ask any more questions than that. It's all you need to know. Now we get the most infamous scene in this movie. Cameron takes this little girl we've never seen before, and Cam says, alright, but don't go nowhere. A couple of ops run through, get a Michael K. Williams cameo. Nah, they was jewelry and just shoot the girl anyway.
Later.
Wait, Hell-Rell, why are you crying? Did you know this girl?
That was my niece.
Huh. A niece he was so distraught over, he didn't bother her name. Scene is ridiculous, and it opens up more questions that'll never be answered. Whose kid is this? Your sisters? Others? Do they not have a word to say about this? What about, by the way, after this kid is never mentioned again. You'd think this traumatic event would change Cam for the worse, making him soulless, taking his anger out on the people that's closest to him, attacking anybody that even looks at him funny, falling into a Scarface-esque rage of drugs and sex. But that would require character development, and we don't do that here. We get a few scenes of Cameron dealing with some ops on the block, and none of it matters. There is no plot. So many scenes in this movie just don't matter. There's so much filler. The characters, if you want to call them that, are bare bones. And what's crazy is that this movie is over 2 hours long without eventually crosses paths with the op who killed his niece. The op runs off, leaving his niece, daughter, sister.
Me? No.
Cam ain't got it in him to take revenge, but spits on her. Gross. Raul and his partner, Tracy McGrady looking ass boy.
Nigga, you ain't funny.
They getting yelled at by the police chief.
You know, it's making me quite upset here because I'm the supervisor here.
Yeah, what are you guys, rookies? Get me Cameron, I don't have your badges. This leads to the cops arresting Cameron without any real evidence of anything. Cam gets thrown in jail anyway. I don't know how much time has passed, and it sounds like he's been there for at least a few days. Hell-Rell tells Cam his grandfather died, and some random goons just took over the block.
It's ugly out here, man. Yo, these niggas just trying to take over the block, man.
Let's take over. It's our block now.
You're telling me that y'all base of operations got stolen because Cam went to jail. One dude went to jail and everything fell apart. Y'all niggas ain't sturdy whatsoever. Cam gets bailed up by his lawyer.
No, you gotta put that away. Hey, you wanna go back in? Put it away. Right. That's why I hired you, man. Smart.
Yes, he in fact needed his lawyer to tell him not to smoke weed outside of a police station. I can't believe he even got this far.
What is that?
He goes to his granddad's funeral and we get a nice song dedicated to all of his family members and homies. You know who's not mentioned? His niece, who got shot a few days ago. Cameron argues with his girlfriend, who we've never seen before. And for some odd reason, there's blue tint and subtitles. I didn't do this. If anyone can explain what the hell this was about, please let me know. This next scene don't even make sense. Okay, so Rich gets locked up. Now, Shanae can't afford college because he was paying it for her. So what does a girl in her position do? Perhaps get a part-time job and downgrade to a more practical educational institute, or ask her supposed best friend Cameron for a small loan that she promises to pay back. Nope. She decides to smoke crack. Cameron isn't even angry, he's just mildly disappointed. He wants to help Shanae get back on track and back in school. A cheaper school, but yeah, practical. What would be a good start is taking away that dope Hell-Rel just sold her. But nah, she gonna leave with it and most likely smoke it. Shanae is getting better over time. Again, I don't know how much time has passed, just kind of guess. And they start smashing.
Listen.
Eventually, Rich gets out of jail and teams up with one of Cameron's ops, Milk.
He needs some milk.
Wow, some interesting plot development. I can't wait to see where this goes. Raul, the cop, very convenient. I forgot something.
Boy, you look like a motherfucking
She gives up Cam's hideout and Raul's on the way. Milk listens in on one of Cam's dealers getting the word of a drop-off. So now he's on the way. And this all leads up to the big climax of the movie. A shootout. Pretty standard stuff here. This is basically a shootout where all the NPCs bust shots from a cover spot until the cops show up. And that's exactly what happens. Two of Milk's homeboys get bodied. Cameron shoots Tracy McGrady. He's done. And Raul just runs off like a complete sucker.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Now with the cops' blood on his hands, Cameron has to go on a run. Milk heads back to the bando, pushing his flunkies to get strapped up and do something.
Get games out here. Come on, man. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh my god, there's a bang at the door.
Oh look, it's Cameron's girlfriend. And look, I know I'm being vague about character names, but there are no characters. Look, here's the end credits. Do y'all see this? Her name is Wifey. And look at these two. Flea's mom, Flea's niece. Wait, the Spanish connect. You told me his name was Gordo.
That's Gordo. He's my connect.
And you know what's even crazier? Michael K. Williams, who only has 30 seconds of screen time, gets fourth billing. Wow. Anyway, Wifey. So a little earlier at a party, she found out Cam was smashing Shanae.
Let go, what, bitch?
Get him, girl. Yo. You alright?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wifey drops a dime on Cameron by letting Milk know about the hide. Again, this betrayal holds no weight because she was in the previous scene before this. Like, what am I supposed to feel here?
I don't know.
Well, at least it's getting interesting. Okay, so hear me out. Milk has the drop on Cam. They gonna raid the spot, guns blazing. They take out Hell-Rel. They take out his homeboys. And Cameron, the one-man army, busts back. Akimbo style, 2 Desert Eagles, dropping 2 or 3 dudes. And either escaping by the skin of his teeth, or going out like Scarface. Either way, he gonna be a legend. I'm ready for it. Let's go.
We got the one on these niggas, yo. Where the fucking guns at, yo? The guns at, yo. Let's do it.
Killer. Killer. Man, this some more bullshit.
Yo, this movie is trash. Even on the standards of hood movies, this is low on the totem pole. And to that one dude in the comments that's gonna call me a hater, you're right, I am a hater. I hate this script. I hate this movie. It's terrible. Hey. 50 Cent, with his own self-written and produced hood movie, which I got a video on and you should go watch it, had the basic foundations of storytelling, characters, plots, motivations, adversity, natural progression. Was it perfect? No, but it was a good starting point. And 50's work now speaks for itself. But Cameron didn't try. Like, the only good thing I can say about watching the movie is Cameron himself. He's fun to watch, you know, a ton of charisma, as always. But he's the only character who does anything. Any scene he's not in is a snooze fest. There's nothing to bait me or keep me watching other than the sake of making this video. It's just 2 hours of Cameron doing gangster shit. If that appeals to you, then bless you. And that was Killer Season. I'm never watching this again. And with that, I'll catch y'all on...
Rappers making movies. I don't know, shit has changed. Niggas make short films and like fucking cinematic fucking music videos now, really. Like, damn, no. Damn. Should we go make peace with him? No, never mind. No, we're not doing it no more. That nigga gone. Hold on, let me check something real quick.